Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith here with an update on Hurricane Debby. It could get a little stronger before it comes ashore. It looks like tomorrow morning we will be seeing a landfall from Debby in Florida's Big Bend region. This one's way out to the east of us, so we're not expecting impacts here other than some rough surf. But looking at it, basically a northward motion at this point, maybe a little jog or wobble to the east, and locally not seeing much, just a few passing showers. Here's a look at Orange Beach. The camera's shaking. You know, we've got that northeast wind. It's been pretty rough down at the beaches, and we are going to see rough surf through about Tuesday. Over the Florida Peninsula, we've got a tornado watch in effect, and that's common when you have a landfalling tropical system to see rain bands that could have some rotation and some tornadoes. There is a hurricane warning for the Big Bend area. This is going to be from about Apalachicola over to the, well, just past Cedar Key, Florida. Hurricane conditions there, and that includes Carabel and St. Mark's and Horseshoe Beach. And we expect this to continue to track in the direction of southern Georgia, where there are inland hurricane warnings tonight. And then the remnants could go just about anywhere, maybe back out over the Atlantic Ocean for a little bit. But right now we're focused in on a hurricane making landfall in Florida's Big Bend region. And you can see on the infrared satellite picture a lot of bursts of convection around the center of the eye trying to close off here tonight, a sign that it's getting very well organized over some super warm water in the northeast Gulf of Mexico. Water temperatures in the upper 80s. It's a 75-mile-per-hour Category 1 storm, pressure 985 millibars. It's moving north at 12. It should turn more northeastward, and landfall is going to be sometime around daybreak tomorrow morning up through about 9 a.m., something like that. It should weaken some over southern Georgia, but the National Hurricane Center suggests that it may continue to be a tropical storm around Georgia and the Carolinas, and this track here extends all the way out till Thursday, so it's a very slow-moving storm, and flooding rain is very likely. Now, if we look at the models, you can see it brings the system ashore, and then the lines kind of go all over the place. Some of them even recurve it back to the west. Others, the line gets real squiggly. This is what we call the spaghetti models, and it looks like a bowl of spaghetti, no doubt about it. And that's because the steering currents are about to collapse with this system, and so it's just going to be meandering around the southeast for a couple of days. Some models do bring it back up to the northeast, others bring the remnants our way, but that doesn't seem possible at this point because of the strength of the upper ridge to our west. So the ridges get further apart, and the Bermuda Ridge will weaken, and that's what's leaving this thing without anything to steer it in the upper atmosphere. Of course, if it sits over land for 3 or 4 days, we're not going to be dealing with a tropical storm, even if we do have a remnant circulation hanging around. The flash flood potential is very high in the short term, and we could see some amazing rainfall totals anywhere from Tallahassee up to Jacksonville and into southern Georgia and up near Savannah and even the low country of South Carolina, possibly up to 2 feet of rain in some spots. So intense flooding may be an issue. And this is feeding off the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico, water temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. And here is what we have with our list of storm names. So Debby is the active storm right now. The next one would be Ernesto. Is there anything else out there to be concerned with? Well, sorta. We've got a wave that may cross the Caribbean. It is a low probability wave. It should be over towards the Yucatan by the weekend. We'll continue to monitor this one as it tracks along. So getting into August, we normally see a lot more tropical activity. And no surprise, we have another something to watch behind Debby.